Hi! So I'm on the way back now to Seamus. It's a couple of days later and we're going to check in on progress and we will see can we finish up the car this evening. It's unlikely, there's a lot of little details to go. Even if we get the vast majority of the outside done tonight, there's still more stuff to do on the inside. A couple of small surprises for you guys and a couple of small tweaks that I'd like to try and do on the inside as well. Mainly around the tunnel area and a couple of key stickers on the dash. The dash is an S15 dash created by Cable Performance and made out of fiberglass. Cable Performance, in fact, are one of our critical partners. Critical? Oh, hold on. Are we crooked? Oh, I'm driving. Hold on. It'll level off. There we go. Is it level? Are you level? I'm not sure you level. One of our key partners, I should say, and specifically from a fueling perspective. But because it is their creation that is the dash, there's a couple of cool little stickers that I'd like to do in the dash to kind of highlight the fact that it is a fiberglass dash created by Cable Performance. So let's get the Seamus at Moose Design and let's see where we're at in terms of overall wrap, and let's see can we start to get a couple of 2-layer stickers on. So we're putting 2-layer stickers for the partner decals on the car. They're not incorporated into the wrap. I always like to keep them 2-layer. It kind of gives more of a definition to the sticker, and again, this is why it's so great to work with Seamus, because he completely gets that aspect. So let's get down there, let's see what's what, and let's see can we get a sticker on the see-through door as well, because obviously there's a big Drift Game sticker going over it, and we can't get around that. You know, when you work with key partners, it's important to be able to show their logos on the vehicle. Ooh, rabbit. No, that's clearly not the noise a rabbit makes, but I don't know. Okay. Moving on, we have to put a sticker over it, and but we have to put a sticker over, but we're going to try and be as tasteful as possible. Obviously, exactly where the most of the completely clear see-through aspect of the doors are is where there's a big sticker going. So we've got to be quite clever in how we do that. We know how we're going to try and do it. We just don't know if it's going to cover up too much or not. We only get one chance at this, and so we better do it right. If you yell at me and get angry with me for the fact that we're putting a sticker over a see-through door, well, just tough. You just have to live with it, because it is the Drift Games 249 SX, and that has to be clearly visible. I'm proud to be working with the guys, and it just has to be visible. So that's that. And speaking of being in the Irish countryside, let's take a break for some cows. So we've made it to Moose's, and they have the one side done already. Seamus is on the front bumper, which is nice. We've done the petrol cap. We've done a couple of other pieces. We've yet to do the door on the driver's side. That's going to be done this evening. And look at the see-through door with the graphics on, with a little bit of natural light on. It just shines up so much brighter. It looks simply amazing. So the Drift Game sticker is going to be all over here, but we're going to do it in a kind of a thin outline. So let's get some more stuff done. Next time you're going to see a video is when we're going to have the car done, less the windscreen, with all the sponsored decals on the car as well, and the proper wheels on the back, and hopefully less of a stressed Seamus from Moose Design. 2, 1. So we are back here in Kelleher's Auto Centre in Victoria Cross in Cork. I always get a smudge. Like, what can I say? Dreams do come true. If you work hard enough for it, you can make this happen. We've 2 drift cars. Look at this. Drift Games 180SX. Look at this thing. And the Drift Games 249 SX. So we've gotten the car back from Seamus at Moose Design. The car looks amazing. It has all the base wrap done. The only partner decal we have on currently is the translucent Corbeau logo on the roof, on the see-through roof. See-through everything. Hashtag see-through everything. We have all the partner decals plotted, and Seamus is actually going to call to us here in Kelleher's during the week, and we're going to fit all the partner decals. Then we're going to be removing every single panel again so that we can not damage it whilst we put everything back together. So what are we doing here today? So today we are now laying out all of the brake lines. So Corbeau have provided, oh jeepers, camera's gone crazy. We have all the braided Corbeau brake lines. These things are beautiful. We have the raw braided ones, sleeved, beautiful ones here, of course, with Corbeau decals on them, because they make these things to your custom fittings. The yellow ones are the ones that are going on the inside of the vehicles, and the raw braided ones are the ones that are going on the outside of the vehicles. We're then running Skyline calipers, which have been supplied to us by the wonderful people at Caper Performance. Caper Performance are also the people that have supplied all the fueling system for the vehicles. So anything from coil packs to fuel lines to fuel rail to fuel tank, all the fittings, all the joints, everything is just there, and it just, man, I can't wait to get it inside. So we're laying out where the lines are going to go today. For the brake system, and then we're going to also pair them up with the fuel lines, the braided fuel lines, as we run them through the vehicle as well. So let's get cracking with the brake lines to see where we are. We're also going to be fitting, basically the plan for today is trying to get the front plumbed in terms of brake setup, get the calipers on. We run Skyline calipers, which is an excellent upgrade. The reason being that we're not running bigger calipers is because we just don't need them. We have an excellent partnership with the people at Mintex Brakes, and they sell essentially a really aggressive race pad that is beautifully controllable, yet very, very aggressive when it needs to be. And so we've found that we do not need massive calipers. We basically run an OE caliper on the Nissan, so Nissan caliper, Nissan vehicle, and just by using the correct brake pad, you get exactly what you want out of the system. Plus it's really controllable and very predictable, which is excellent. So I'm going to go and try and find the brake discs as well, because obviously Mintex don't do drilled and grooved discs, but they have supplied us some, because we ran them in the 180 and we're going to run them in the 249 also. And again, remember, the two cars are like for like the exact same setup, only everything brand new, everything really, really, really old. To that extent, actually, one of the major first upgrades that we're going to get, other than turbo, because I will, yeah, let me circle back to that in a moment. Corbeau have sent 2 sets of every single custom line for us, because the idea is we want to retrofit them to the 180 also, which is just fantastic. So let me get the discs, and we have one other component that we're using for the sump. So let me get that also, and let's get cracking. Okay, so here we have the setup. Here is the new addition that we have to our sump. Actually, we have 2 of them. We have one for the 249SX and we have one for the 180SX as well. This is a gold plug. It is specifically for the sump, and it is the best on the market in terms of gathering all of the, well, I suppose anything metal that you have in your oil, which is bad. We're running these for a couple of reasons. A, safety. B, we had an issue with last year. What did we find in the sump last year, Greg? A rocker bolt in the sump. And so there is a very, very powerful magnet in the bottom of this, or in the end of this, and so therefore we're not going to take any risks. We're going to run these things, and they are fantastic. Gold plug. What a great name also. So here we have the brake setup. So they're performance drilled and grooved discs. These are the rears, these are the fronts. Then we are running, we're going to try out the M1144s, Mintex Racing for the 249SX. We actually ran 1155s also, didn't we?
Yeah, the gold flake ones.
The gold coppery flake ones last year in the 180. But we're going to start off with these. We then have road pads as well because that needs a little bit of loving as well. we have some roll pads for my S15, which is needing a little bit of love as well. There she is. Everyone say hi to my S15. So we're going to be fitting some Mintex pads also. So we're going to be fitting some Mintex pads also to my S15 because she's in desperate need of a little bit of braking power. And she's just failed her NCT, which is the equivalent to an MOT, which is the equivalent to God knows what else, everywhere else in the world, I don't know. But Mintex pads, thank you very much. Okay, what's next, Greg?
Brake lines.
Brake lines. So we have now the front setup complete. We have the brake lines by Corbeau are done. Front calipers on, painted red obviously because we run the little Mintex logo just here. The new discs are on, which is nice. All the old stuff is out. If we take a look back here at the rear, obviously we haven't fitted the new rear wheels yet. We have the rear disc set up and we have the lines ran. And all the lines ran on the inside also. Must just fit the Skyline rear calipers and new wheels and some spacers, and we are done. We're just fitting the 350Z clutch master slave cylinder onto the transmission, and one really cool thing I want to show you here is, if I can pan up here, it's just the lovely work that they've done. It's just beautiful, lovely braided lines. As you can see now, we've temporarily ran the T-piece to here. So all the inside lines, as said, are all yellow, and then the outside ones are all braided. And then we're going to give this a final lick of paint afterwards. But just look at how nice that is. Such a lovely job. Everything measured to perfection. So from us here, Greg and I, at Kelleher's Auto Centre, thank you very much. And we will see you again next episode where we run a few lines and get all that crack kind of sorted out, getting it ready to go for wiring.